Well, the future does look bright for the entire area in terms of MICRON and its many spin-offs. The town's still buzzing about the president's visit just a few days ago to celebrate the big win for Central New York. And one person there to greet President Biden when he arrived in Syracuse, Mayor Ben Walsh. The mayor joins us now. Good to see you again. Thanks for making the time.
Thanks, Jeff. Happy to be here.
So what is it like when you are standing at the bottom of those stairs, those red steps leading up to Air Force One? That famous plane is on the tarmac, parked there, the doors open, there's the president. And then he comes down the stairs and you get to talk to him.
It was surreal. It really was. The door opens up, president pops out, he's got his aviators on, he's looking like $1 million. He comes down the stairs and Lindsay, my wife, and I were among the first to greet him, and again, a surreal experience, but just a wonderful man. Took the time, looks you in the eye, talks to you, asks you some questions, and it's a moment I will never forget.
It wasn't just you and your wife. Later on, right, at OCC, the kids get some FaceTime with the president. I mean, what's that like for them? What was dinner like at the Walsh household that night?
Well, it was a lot better than I feared it was going to be because we had our 9-year-old daughter there, and for anyone that was there, they know it was a long wait. And so I was feeling really guilty as a dad, and so she was sitting back with our parents, and right as it wrapped up, we waved her up, and she came up to the front row with the hopes that the president would make his rounds, and sure enough, he did. Again, he's just a good guy, and took time to interact with everybody around that row, and when he got to us, his eyes locked right in, and had a wonderful conversation with Gabby, and it was a moment she'll certainly never forget. But again, was real sincere. Talked about his family, his grandkids, complimented her on being such a good girl, sitting through what he admitted was to her a boring presentation. So again, just a special day for the family and a special day for the Syracuse community.
Yeah, special, monumental, a lot of pomp and circumstance, but let's look beyond that. Why was it so big for the area, for the president to be here?
I think it shows how significant it is, not just for this community, but for this country. This nation has never seen an investment like MICRON is making, and they're making it right here in Central New York. And the president being here was a real validation of how significant we believe this is, again, not just to the future of this community, but the future of our country. So it definitely had all eyes focused on us that day, and I think especially as we get closer and we begin to build, that's going to continue to be the case across this country and even across the world.
How well does the MICRON project tie in with what you have already established with the Syracuse Surge when you took over as mayor a few years back now?
Perfectly. When you think about the definition of Surge, our strategy for inclusive growth in the new economy. MICRON is the new economy. Microchip manufacturing is part of that new economy. And so, admittedly, I never foresaw an investment of this scale and magnitude, but this is exactly what we've been preparing for. This is exactly why we're doing STEAM and STEM curriculum in our schools K through 12. It's exactly why we are building a new high school in the STEAM school in the old Central Tech. It's all preparing for this moment and for other opportunities to come. So again, we couldn't have found a better fit for the Surge strategy.
And we've already heard at least a few of the spin-offs of MICRON's contribution to the area. They will be giving money towards that STEAM school, right? What's the importance of that? And maybe a quick update on where we are with STEAM school right now?
Yeah, MICRON has committed $10 million to the STEAM school. And when you look at the last big economic development announcement this community had, when Amazon came to town, they invested in the STEAM school. Again, they understand, they recognize that in order to ensure that they have a workforce in the future, they need to invest in STEAM curriculum in the, again, from K through 12 and right up through college. So that's why you see MICRON not only investing in the STEAM school, investing another $10 million into OCC, investing in Syracuse University. They understand what they need. And again, we have the right institutions and the right projects and programs that MICRON is looking for. So really, now it's just about partnering with them to scale them up to make sure we can meet that significant demand.
I'm going to try to sneak one more in here. Got about 30 seconds left. What were your dealings with MICRON? We know the federal government with Senator Schumer, the state, the county with Ryan McMahon. What about you and your team from the city? How much did you deal with them and lure them here?
Had an opportunity to meet with with MICRON executives on a number of occasions. Was able to tour them around downtown, really show off the progress that we've made here in the community. Locally here, County Executive McMahon was the quarterback. We had, along with Rob Simpson at Center State CEO, we had great support from our labor partners. And then, of course, at the state and federal level, the governor, Senator Schumer. It was a great team effort. I just was a small part of the team, but just wanted to show, again, all the great things we have happening here and show that alignment of leadership that has really led us to this point.
Mayor Walsh, thank you so much for checking in with us. I really appreciate your time tonight.
Thanks, Jeff.